Hello, finance students. Welcome back. We're going to look at ICA 4.3, continuing our look at financial ratios. For this practice, we are looking at asset management efficiency ratios, which measure how effectively management has been at utilizing the assets that they have to generate sales. So we're going to look at two asset management ratios. We're going to look at total asset turnover and just fixed asset turnover secondly. So let's look at our total asset turnover right here. And what this looks at is it looks at how well is management using all their assets in relation to sales. So when we talk about all assets, we're looking at fixed and variable, current and long-term assets in order to generate sales. So it shows, or it's an indication of how well assets are managed, or more specifically, the amount of sales generated per dollar invested in total assets that we have. So in order to find this, we're going to compare we're going to compare sales to total assets. So to do that, we're going to type in our equals. And we know sales or revenues are found on our income statement here, 21,639. And we are going to take that and we're going to divide it by our total assets, which are found on the balance sheet, 321,686. So we have our income statement, C11, divided by our balance sheet, C21. Once we have that, we can hit enter, and that gives us a total asset turnover of 0.67. So that's a little bit low, significantly low as compared to the industry average of 8.2 that we see. Secondly, fixed asset turnover. Now we're going to look at the same thing, but we're going to look more specifically, how well is management using their PP&E, their property, plant, and equipment, the fixed assets that they have invested, or more specifically, what are the sales per dollar generated of that which has been invested in PP&E. So to find this, we are going to look at our sales divided by just our fixed assets. So again, sales we know is under our income statement of 21,639 divided by finding our fixed assets, which is on our balance sheet. We're going to look at our net PP&E. Net PP&E, that takes into account our long-term investments and other things that we have. Once we hit enter on that, that gives us a fixed asset turnover of 1. So about a 1-to-1 ratio of amount dollars invested in Apple's fixed assets, their long-term assets, their PP&E, compared to the sales that are generated that we see. Not too bad, especially looking at the industry average.